Conference after conference in Las Vegas and San Diego and Orlando are supported by international travelers that make up 10, 20, 30% of various conferences, meetings, trade shows that take place. The international visitor is absolutely critical. They often fly below the radar screen. People don't fully appreciate what so many of our visitors go through to get here to the United States. We find it absolutely critical. We find it critical from an economic perspective, critical from a content perspective. I think these visitors should simply know that their business is wanted. They make the events that we have more dynamic than they would otherwise be. And I think it's an incredible time to be in the United States, to see some of the transition that we're going through, hear some of the conversations firsthand, and importantly, I think, see that some of those headlines overseas are just a little bit overblown. The United States will host the World Cup in 2026. We'll celebrate our 250th birthday. We've got the Summer Olympics coming in 2028. We have event after event after event coming to the United States because the United States has so much to offer. What we need to do on our end is make sure that we are as prepared and as welcoming as possible, that we've addressed some of our inefficiencies in the visa process, make sure that we're improving the customs experience. We're working with the Department of Homeland Security. We're working with the Trump administration right now, and we've made some really big strides. People are going to see more efficient customs processing when they come into the United States because of hundreds of new customs officers that are being deployed to our airports around the country. This is a positive step in the right direction, and we're doing that on behalf of the international visitors that are coming for Phocuswright and other events. Right now we're going through a dynamic period here in the United States, a time of transition, a time of uncertainty to a degree. This is one heck of a time to come together, be with peers, share information, learn from one another, get a firsthand look at what's going on in the United States. We just came away from a summit that we had with hundreds of individuals coming together at this critical time to learn from one another, share notes. That's what times of transition are all about. There's no more important time than now to be with industry peers and to learn from one another. I look forward to the opportunity to speak at Phocuswright and really concentrate on what the United States is doing to welcome more international travelers. We have a mega decade of sporting and other events ahead of us. I hope that our international attendees know exactly what the U.S. travel industry is doing to improve the travel process, to reduce visa wait times, to get rid of unnecessary costs in the visa process, to improve the customs checkpoints, to help more travelers speed through that process. One of the most important things we're working on, making sure that travelers no longer need to pick up their bag and go back through TSA when they make a connection here in the United States. We're taking concrete actions to improve the travel process, and that's what we look forward to discussing at Phocuswright later this year.